What innocent thing did your parents hide from you that came back 20 years later? I was helping my mom move out of our childhood home when I found a manila folder tucked inside her old recipe box. Just a random folder mixed in with handwritten cards for meatloaf and chocolate chip cookies. Inside were dozens of typed letters on official school letterhead, all addressed to my parents, all about me. The first one I opened was from my third grade teacher, Mrs. Wilson. Tyler shows exceptional creativity in his writing assignments. His story about the talking bicycle made the whole class laugh. You should be very proud. I kept reading. Fourth grade. Tyler's science project on volcanoes was the most thorough I've seen from a student his age. Fifth grade, Tyler helped a new student feel welcome today without being asked. He has natural leadership quality. There were report cards too, not the ones my parents showed me. These were the originals, and they were covered in teacher comments I'd never seen. Tyler is reading 3 grade levels above his peers. Tyler's math skills are remarkable for his age. Tyler should consider accelerated programs. I was confused. My parents had always been super critical of my grades. When I brought home a B+, Dad would ask why it wasn't an A. When I got an A-, Mom would point out which questions I got wrong. I called my mom from her bedroom where she was packing. Mom, what are these letters? She walked over and saw the folder in my hand. Her face went completely white. Oh, honey, you weren't supposed to find those. These are from my teachers. They're all saying good things about me. Why didn't you ever show me these? She sat down on her bed and sighed. Your dad and I talked about it when you were little. We were afraid if you knew how smart everyone thought you were, you'd stop trying as hard. I stared at her. You hid compliments from me for 12 years? Tyler, you were already getting a big head about some things. Remember when you won that writing contest in 2nd grade? You told everyone you were going to be famous and didn't need to practice spelling anymore. I barely remembered that, but she was right. I had gotten cocky. So every time a teacher said something good about me, you just didn't tell me? We wanted you to stay hungry, to keep pushing yourself. If you thought you were already perfect, why would you study? I found more letters. Middle school teachers recommending me for honors classes. High school counselors suggesting I apply for scholarships. My drama teacher writing a whole paragraph about my performance in the school play. Mrs. Peterson wrote this in 9th grade. Tyler has natural acting talent and should seriously consider theater programs. You told me acting was a waste of time. Mom looked guilty. We thought you needed to focus on practical subjects, but we kept every letter because we were proud. The craziest part was finding my SAT scores, not the ones they showed me. Apparently I had scored higher than they told me. You lied about my SAT scores? We didn't lie exactly. We just focused on the areas where you could improve. I found birthday cards from teachers, Christmas cards saying how much they enjoyed having me in class, even a letter from my high school principal about some award I'd won that I never knew about. There's an award certificate in here for outstanding student character. When did I win this? Senior year, but you were already getting senioritis. We didn't want it to go to your head right before college. I was holding 20 years of hidden praise. Every teacher who believed in me, every compliment my parents had intercepted. Mom, I spent my whole childhood thinking I was just average. I thought I was disappointing you. She started tearing up. Honey, we were never disappointed. We were terrified you'd stop working if you knew how special everyone thought you were. I found one last envelope at the bottom of the folder. It was sealed and had my name written on the front in Dad's handwriting. What's this one? Your father wrote that before he died. He made me promise to give it to you when you were older and more mature. I opened it carefully. Inside was a single piece of paper with Dad's messy writing. Tyler, by the time you read this, you'll probably be mad that we hid all this from you. But son, watching you work hard even when you thought you were just average was the proudest I've ever been. You didn't try because people told you that you were smart. You tried because you wanted to be better. That's real character. Love, Dad. I sat there in that empty bedroom, surrounded by boxes, reading 20 years of praise I'd never received. All those times I thought I was letting my parents down, they were secretly bragging about me to anyone who would listen. Mom handed me a tissue. We kept everything because we knew someday you'd need to see how much people believed in you. I could have used this confidence in high school. You did fine without it. You became the person you are because you had to earn it, not because people told you that you were special. Looking back, she was probably right. I worked harder than most kids because I thought I had something to prove, but man, it would have been nice to know I was doing okay.